Hey, good morning, everybody. Up and at it today. Been up for a little while, but it's a good day. It's Sunday. I don't usually come to you on Sundays because sometimes Sundays feel rushed. But you know what? Feels really good not being rushed on Sundays. So I'm going to bring you a little bit of the word. I'm going to share some of the word with you. And maybe we can even start a discussion about it. So, with that said, we're still following the words of Jesus through Matthew. And we got our coffee. Got some 1776 today. Bought the batch in honor of Charlie Kirk. If you don't know about him, Blackout Coffee started a fundraiser to basically raise money for Turning Point USA. So definitely feel like that was worthy. And it was a good excuse to get some more 1776 in the house. Win-win. So with that said, let me get started. That day, Jesus went out of the house and was sitting by the sea, and large crowds gathered to him. So he got into a boat and sat down, and the whole crowd was standing on the beach. And he spoke many things to them in parables, saying, Behold, the sower went out to sow. And he sowed some seed, and as he sowed, some seed fell beside the road, and the birds came and ate them up. Others fell on the rocky places where they did not have much soil, and immediately they sprang up, because they had no depth of soil. But when the sun had risen, they were scorched, because they had no root. They withered away. Others fell among the thorns, and the thorns came up and choked them out. And others fell on the good soil and yielded a crop, some 100-fold, some 60, and some 30. He who has ears, let him hear. And the disciples came to him and said to him, Why do you speak to them in parables? Jesus answered them, To you it has been granted to know the mystery of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it has not been granted. I'm going to pause there because that hit me. It's like, why the disciples? They don't need it as much as those people listening. They were already following Jesus. And this is what I've come to believe. It's because they have the Holy Spirit. And I know that on the day of Pentecost, the Spirit officially came on them. But I think a lot of the times we talk about spiritual truth and we wonder, well, why don't people get this? It seems clear to me. My faith tells me this. Well, because they don't have the Holy Spirit yet. I believe that we keep talking, we keep giving the word in kindness. And it's sitting there, and one day the Holy Spirit visits them, and that word is there. And they're able to hear it now, maybe for the first time, really, even though the words came to them earlier. But I'm going to keep reading now. Picking back up at verse 12. For whoever has, to him more shall be given, and he will have an abundance. But whoever does not have, even what he has shall be taken away from him. Therefore I speak to them in parables, because while seeing they do not see, and while hearing they do not hear, nor do they understand. In their case, the prophecy of Isaiah is being fulfilled, which says, You will keep on hearing, but will not understand. You will keep on seeing, but will not perceive. For the heart of this people has become dull. With their ears they scarcely hear, and they have closed their eyes. Otherwise they would see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and return, and I would lead them. But blessed are your eyes, because they see, and your ears, because they hear. For truly I say to you, that many prophets and righteous men desired to see what you see, and did not see it, and to hear what you hear, and did not hear it. Hear then the parable of the sower. When anyone hears the word of the kingdom and does not understand it, the evil one comes and snatches away what has been sowed in their heart. This is the one whom, sorry, this is the one on whom seed was sown beside the road. The one on whom seed was sown on the rocky place, this is a man who hears the word and immediately receives it with joy. Yet he has no firm root in himself, but is only temporary. And when affliction or persecution arise because of the word, immediately he falls away. And the one on whom seed has sown among the thorns, this is a man who hears the word, and the worry of the world and the deceitfulness of wealth choke the word, and it becomes unfruitful. And the one on whom seed was sown on the good soil, this is the man who hears the word and understands it, who indeed bears good fruit and brings forth some 100-fold, some 60, and some 30. And there you go. You know, that last part is us. We have received the word, assuming that you're a Christian who has received the word. We have this fruit in us, and we have the ability to give that fruit out, to produce it. Every plant has seed after its own kind. And when we do that, when we let that seed go out, then we bring more into the kingdom. We produce more. So I'm going to leave you with this today, and I'd like to hear your thoughts on this passage. I know it was a little bit long, and if you stayed with me, I appreciate that. So definitely join into the conversation. Let's hear what you got. I think this is an important thing to understand these days, that the word is out there. It's just not always taking root. And the reason I think it's not taking root is because it takes more than once or twice. There's a lot of thorns out there choking people out. So, again, hope to hear from you. For the meantime, hey, it's about time to get ready to go to church. So, going out there, join with the other saints. Stay safe, stay free.